Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back, as the case may be. Glad you could make it today. I talk about a lot of different things on this channel, but what I'm going to be talking about today is moving. Not me moving, you moving. At least 26 million of us in the United States are moving, either down the block, across the country, just from one state to the next, over the next year. That's a whole bunch of people moving. And I have a lot of experience in it. I moved quite a few times as a child and then went into the U.S. military myself, then married into the U.S. military, into the Air Force to be specific. And when I left him, I married another man who also was looking beyond the horizon and moved quite a few more times, more than 40 times all told in my life. I actually tried to post the places that I'd lived in my life on Facebook at one point, which you can do, but apparently not 40 of them. After about 20, the lovely system that Mark Zuckerdunder, whatever his name is, put together, said you're trying to hack the system, so stop it, and wouldn't let me add any more. At any rate, most people move at least 11 times in their life, according to a website called Move Buddha. And yes, that's the thing. And actually, I put a link to it because they've got some really good information. I moved about 4 times that. But one of the things that website also says is that if you are moving a 2 to 3 bedroom house, 1,000 miles across the country, it will cost you almost $10,000. And I've often been moving a 2 or 3 bedroom house. That doesn't mean that I kept all those things, but I'll talk about that more in a second. And in fact, if you wait till the end, if you stick around through the hints, I've added a couple more than the 10 that are listed in the title. At any rate, most of you are either going to be using either your vehicle or trailer or both, a U-Haul type truck or trailer or both, and a certain percentage of you, about 10% apparently, are going to be using a pod. All of these hints apply to all of those things. So let's get started. The first one, and the biggest piece of advice I can give anyone who's moving, never pack a box so heavy you can't lift it. You are not God. It is easy to pack a box so heavy that you can't lift it. And I'm here to tell you that it is easier to do 100 steps more than to haul a box 100 feet that's too heavy. I'm sitting here clutching a tube of generic Voltaren because my rotator cuff is shot in my right shoulder. And part of that is all the boxes I've hauled over the years. But seriously, don't pack a box so heavy you can't lift it. And the second hint is get file boxes. I buy them 10 at a time, or did buy them 10 at a time at Walmart. They have lids. They break down very easily. They put together very easily too, and you don't need tape to put them together. And they're extremely hard to overpack because they're reasonably small. They also stack really, really well in a square space, which you're often using, like a truck or a trailer or a pod. They come in very handy. Number 3 hint on moving: don't buy those stupid boxes from the U-Haul place. Seriously, especially the wardrobe boxes, you can use a garbage bag and do just as good a job. Put a small hole in it at the bottom, flip it upside down over your clothes. You can close the bottom so they don't drag around, and then simply stack them up in one space in what you're moving. Much, much easier than dealing with those big old boxes from U-Haul. And they're expensive. And they don't break down well because you have to tape them together. It's ridiculous. Number 4 in the moving hints and tips: label every box. Because honestly, if you don't, you are going to get to the other end and you are going to be in the Easter egg hunt from hell, just looking for where the pan is so you can heat up some water on the stove. It's ridiculous. Label the boxes makes life a whole lot easier. That said, I wouldn't sweat all of the strange organization possibilities that are out there. I've tried colors, I've tried everything else. The best way to do it is simply to write on the box where it goes, kitchen, pots and pans, and leave it at that. The other part of that is label, this is the sixth hint, label more than one side of the box, because no matter, it's like the Murphy's Law of moving. No matter what side of the box you're looking at, it will not be the one that has the label on it if you only write on one side. Number 7 hint for moving is don't bother printing labels. There's just write on it. The easiest way is just grab a Sharpie, write on the label, or write on the side of the box, or whatever. If you need to redo it later on, you can put blank labels over the top of that and write on it again. Like I said, I've used every type of organization for moving. None of them really work except just writing on the box. A bonus tip actually will come in just a second here, but one of the things you can do while you're packing those file boxes is use all of your soft stuff to pack breakables. Use washcloths in between dishes. Use towels around the larger pieces that you're worried about getting broke. And make sure you put Fragile on the side of that file box so that it doesn't land at the bottom of a pile of them. And the bonus tip on that one is don't yank the towels out at the other end while you are unpacking. I have made the mistake of that and thrown a very breakable bell right across the room by pulling a towel out of a box very quickly. So print on the side of the box, or not print, mark on the side of the box, and put Fragile on the side of the box so you know not to go just digging in there and ripping towels and such out of there. The other thing that will do for you when you use your soft stuff to pack, you're not using stupid packing peanuts or tons of paper that you crumple up to make sure nothing rubs against each other. Seriously, use your soft items to pack the rest of your items. That can even include things as big as pictures or mirrors. Just wrap a blanket around it and tape it, and it works great, and the tape comes right off, usually without any problems at all. Okay, tip number 8 for moving. I moved across the country twice, renting a place sight unseen, once in Oregon and once when we were coming here to Arkansas. The sight unseen thing worked pretty good. So you can get a good idea as long as you're very careful who you rent from. But the other part of that is we signed lease rentals before we got there. And both times, due to the situation, we ended up signing 1-year leases. That it comes down to what I call stupid tax. And that is, we found a place that we wanted to buy within 5 months the first time and within just 2 months the second time, and ended up paying quite a bit of the lease just to get out of the living there. So that's stupid tax, and you'll hear me say it again before too long. When you are looking at costs, this is the 9th tip in this bunch. Whatever you think it's going to cost, double it. Unanticipated costs always arise. And I can hear my cat behind me if I seem distracted, and that's because she distracts me constantly. It's what she does. The first, just as a for instance, in unanticipated costs, when we got to the rental house here in Arkansas, there was a real estate key box on the doorknob with the key inside it. I knew it was in there. They had sent me a combination to open it, only the combination was incorrect. I stood there for a half an hour putting numbers into that little sucker with my husband behind me saying, let's just call a hotel. Let's get a hotel for the night. You're never going to get that thing picked. But I had decided that I would. And in the end, I did, because it was only one number off, which I figured. But we were about 15 minutes away from having to spend yet another night on the road in a hotel. And that would have cost us easily another $100. So anyway, number 9 on the list. That was number 9. Sorry, I suck at numbering things. Number 10, keep the couch till the last minute, or buy a ratty little couch and leave it behind when you go. And the reason I say that is back to the generic Voltairean. It hurts to sit on the floor. We had 3 extra nights where we were going to be staying there because of the way that all the scheduling worked out, and we both had to work right up till the last minute. And sorry, cat's still driving me crazy behind me. And in the end, we were sitting on the floor. And after one night of that, my husband found enough boards, and we threw every pillow we had at it and put together a very makeshift couch so we didn't have to sit on the floor, because sitting on the floor hurts. Okay, bonus observations, if you will, just for those of you who stuck around. Moving 2 blocks is more exhausting than moving 2,000 miles. I've done both. Moving 2 blocks, you end up literally walking a box from one house to the other, and then another box, and then 100 more boxes, and it is exhausting. Another one is moving from a 3-bedroom to a little house is basically the best possible way to go minimalist. If you've ever thought about getting rid of all your stuff, move into a little house. We didn't move into a little house. We moved into a 5th-wheel trailer, but we moved into it from a 3-bedroom manufactured home in Oregon. And after the yard sale and everything else, we still had 2 full pickup loads full of items that went to Goodwill. And I couldn't tell you what was in that truck. Now, I can tell you what was on top of that truck that we ended up having to get rid of, and that was a canoe. But I couldn't tell you what we donated or what we sold in the garage sale, for that matter. Last but not least, don't rent storage. If you can't put it in the house that you're going to, get rid of it. Sell it. Nothing is important enough to pay rent just for your stuff. That's just stupid tax. Don't pay rent for storage. And that's it for today. I hope that was of some help to you. I will cut it up, put a few shorts out there. Shorts. I will put a few clips out there, short videos with some of these. I hope you enjoyed it, and I've got more to say. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.